Hey, so excuse my voice. I've been very sick all week. Almost didn't make this video, and I'm going to try to get through it now. But I'm not sure if this has been your experience, but I have noticed that when it comes to controversial topics or situations, everybody is really vocal and everybody has an opinion and everybody's rooting, for their side of it until it counts, like until they actually would have to say something where it could make a big difference, right? So, if it's other friends commiserating with you about whatever the problem at hand may be, and then you say, "I'm so glad we're on the same page," come with me, let's speak to the school together, or let's speak to this friend together, or let's speak to our boss together, whatever it might be. And suddenly it's like, oh, not so sure I want to actually say something about it. It's like, well, you've been saying plenty about it up until you actually have an opportunity to say something where it could make that difference. And I think that's why actually people say, oh, talk is cheap, put your money where your mouth is. But when we speak properly, which I have been emphasizing is really the underlying message in what Torah is constantly teaching us, that is what it's about. It's knowing when to speak and how to speak and what to say and to verbalize it, to put it into words. And just last week, when I was discussing the Torah portion, and alongside also the concept of receiving the Torah in the desert, in the midbar, which is the same word as medaber, which is to speak, and that idea of the power of our speech. And I said we're speakers, that our crowning quality of humanity is our ability to speak. So in this week's Torah portion of Naso talks about repentance and how you really rectify a mistake, how you make amends and turn things around when you've just messed up, when you have really done something wrong. And so the explanation that's given is that you have to confess. And confession is the concept of verbalizing it, owning it, putting it into words, being able to say, I messed up, I was wrong, I am sorry, I am going to do things differently, I have learned my lesson. But it's actually verbalizing it, and that changes things. It's not just think differently and feel differently and in your heart be, determined to be doing things differently. All of that too. Yeah, it's not enough to just say that you're going to, change and not, or to say you're sorry and not act any differently, or to say anything if there is an action that's going to follow. But the verbalization, the speech is huge. It has to be stated. There's this great phrase, I've definitely said this before, that the famous words, the magician abracadabra, are Aramaic in their origin for abareh kidibur. I create when I speak, when I say something, I bring it into reality. And that is both in the negative, when we say something we never ever should have said, and likewise in the positive, that is how we shift things and that is how we change them, and we say it and we state it. So if you need to apologize to someone, don't just feel badly and don't just do something nice for them. Tell them, say it. And, anything we have to shift or change, if you're not willing to stand up and speak and to put it into words, then, it's hard to see those things then really change. So we should really be blessed, hey, and Val, to have the right words to say, to use them wisely, to recognize the power of our words, that they create reality, and As I have also probably stated before, the word for the mouth, peh, is numerically equivalent to 85, which equals the words ahava and chesed, love and kindness. So teaching from Rabbi Ginsburg, our teacher. So we should also ensure that everything that comes out of our mouth be loving and kind, and with that purpose and with the purpose of connection, and through our ability to confess when we've done wrong, and through our ability to state what we would like done differently and how we plan on doing things in a healthier way. It should bring us closer to one another, closer ultimately to our Creator, and only good should come from that. So with that, have a beautiful Shabbos, and I will be in touch next week.